There's Roach. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves of what the plan is here. Thought he was, like, kind of undercover here. Is that correct? And this will be a main quest. It is this one. Meet Roach by the bridge. But I don't think it gives any specifics here, so Roach.
The man we're due to meet is probably waiting for him.
Okay. You have someone you need to meet.
My contact awaits at the chess club. Let's get
At
this
the
over.
chess club, right. Yeah, but what is the deal? That is a little odd.
Your contact. Who is it?
Slippery little bugger. I'd have nothing to do with him. Were the circumstances any different?
Mean you don't trust him?
I trust no one, including you.
Ah, that's not entirely true. Come on, we've been through a lot of stuff together, Roach. Don't do me like that.
Come on.
That hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay. So, Roach notably has the green name above his head, meaning he is, of course, a friend. So let's keep a close eye on him. Oh, where are we headed now? This is the chess club right here.
Something's not right.
Uh-oh. There are some witch hunters. Something's going on in here. That's
Let's see
a
what.
Sumerian symbol. Those guys just watching, like, okay, you guys do the dirty work for us, please. What gives? Is that Radovid? What? Hold on. Hold on. Alright, fitting metaphor, I get it. Those are Nilfgaardians, that's the Redanians.
Checkmate.
But we've heard a lot about what Radovid's been doing as of late, so I understand why you say maybe you're not so
They say
trusting of
it's
him.
the game of kings. That chess teaches one to think strategically. What a load of rubbish. Both sides have identical pieces. The rules stay invariably the same. How does this mirror real life? Witcher, do you know why I play chess?
This is a loaded question. I mean, this is the truth. That's maybe a little bit backhanded. I mean, you're kind of just saying maybe the practice isn't so great, so maybe for company, I don't know.
To spend time in good company?
He's like,
A
absolutely
king
not.
cherishes no one's company.
Yeah. Wrong answer. I don't think any of those were the right answer.
I play chess to reveal the game's secret.
Okay.
Blood thumps inside these chessmen. You need only listen, and you will hear.
Excuse me?
Dub-dub. 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 A heart pumping with life.
You okay, Radovid?
I take a pawn, and I hear flesh being rent. I win a piece, and I hear screams from the depths of its bowels. I want to
Yeah,
break
he's gone off the
chessmen
deep end.
open, squeeze the truth from them. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, you've gone completely bonkers. I think we play along with it, though. Because Radovid, being the king of Redania, in case that wasn't clear, yeah, he's the king of Redania. Yeah, like, we don't really want to make you angry with us right now. You're kind of, arguably, maybe not the most important person we've talked to, but you're on the list. You're definitely on the list.
Yes, sire. Believe I do.
You know shit.
No, sorry.
You're merely humoring me.
Well, you called me out on it. That's true.
I
That was the
not
intention.
speaking literally.
Okay, good. Because I was concerned.
First hidden truth. A monarch is always surrounded by fools. Understand?
Present company included or excluded? Because, I mean, obviously, you know, clearly that's a pretty big insult straight to our face, but you are, of course, a king, so... I mean, you did just call us out for trying to, you know, give you a big softie. For, well, yeah, you know, basically trying to yeah, sucker up to you. And that's, well, maybe not gonna work in that case, so like, do we give him, do we try to be a little tougher then? Maybe?
No, still don't get it.
Unimportant.
Okay, good.
Let us speak.
I was expecting for him to get
Why
madder
have
at
you
us
brought
still,
the Witcher here?
I think he
so
best
keeping things
explain.
level is probably good. Yeah, so definitely didn't expect for this to be a king. Like I said, the whole chess club thing was strange. Didn't really know what to make of that. But, yeah.
Expected a Redanian spy. Had no idea we'd be meeting a king.
When you've an opportunity to omit intermediaries, I'd suggest you avail yourself of it.
Suppose, yeah, you know, speaking straight to the king is helpful. But yeah, you know, like, okay, so all subtlety aside here, we are looking for Junior.
I'm looking for Cyprian Wiley, Whoreson Jr. I know Redania supports him.
Why do you seek him?
It's personal.
Fair enough. I'll not pry.
Surprised you don't.
I have placed Junior in a mansion in Oxenfurt. Very few know this. They'll not let you in unannounced. Thus, you must tell them you've come about the new whores. Junior constantly requests fresh women. I hear he doesn't treat them well.
Given his name, I can't say that surprises me. Okay, so... I mean, yeah, you know, Radovid is, from everything that we've heard, extremely cruel. Maybe not cruel is the right word, but harsh. Basically, doesn't seem trustworthy. As Roach was saying earlier, this is not someone that I would, just not someone I would trust, and that's coming from Roach, who he himself is a very trustworthy person, so yeah, do we call him out on it here and say, why would you just try to, you know, give us what appears to be a kind gesture and not something you would readily allow us to do? Or do we say, you know, sure, no problem, you're probably trying to get us to walk into an ambush of some sort, but we're not gonna talk about that. So, I don't know. I think it seems like giving Radovid a little bit of tough love here might actually be the way to go based on what he was saying to us earlier.
You just give me a man after investing coin and time in him? Can't help but wonder why.
Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
No, you don't have any goodwill.
Almost. I'll expect you to return the favor.
Right.
And also, Junior has lost his purpose. The Big Four is no more.
You sure about
I shall
that?
contact you to collect in due course. Now go.
I mean, you
And
say that.
Roach. We must speak another time.
Really don't know what to make of that. Says the Big Four are down, I mean...
Radovid's sinking ever deeper into madness as I see it.
I know where to
agree.
find Junior. Don't really care beyond that.
Geralt, come to think of it, I too wanted to ask a favor. I have a
okay.
terrible problem with Vess. Need someone to talk some sense into her. Come see me at the camp. I'll tell you more.
Let me think about it. See you, Roach.
Okay. Well, they do call him Radovid the Stern. Excuse me? The reason why you draw that sword on us? An eye for an eye? Oh dear. Okay, so, what do we make of that? King's Novigrad also updates lots of... Oh, what? What? Okay, hold on. This, depending on what happens here, let's read into it. I may take issue with this and may rewind a bit with reloading a save, because we were talking a lot about deliberately doing things in different orders based on making a point of not failing things. Let's check what this is. Which one? Bitter Harvest, Fake Papers, Gangs of Novigrad. The Cleaver. Okay. This was the one where, yeah, I was saying that hopefully by talking to Cleaver, that would have been enough. Because for whatever reason, I mean, you saw it there. I talked to him and used all of the possible dialogue options and nothing happened there. So it might have been that we went far enough along with the main quest that we basically locked ourselves out of ever partnering with Cleaver. But I don't know about that. That seems really odd to me. I mean, well, so maybe that's the case, in which case there's nothing else we could do. otherwise, if not, then what? We'd try to... If we were to say rewind the clock, what would we do differently? Is basically the question is. Would we be able to do something else to correct that mistake if we were to go back in time? Because we could ask Siggy about, / Jigstra, about Dandelion. Yes, that much is true. But that seems kind of separate. Because that is, I mean, that's actually the primary reason why we want to get this information out of people is so that we can find Dandelion and then find Ciri. This whole taking down Junior thing is kind of just all a means to get to that point. So, not sure that this is actually going to affect much. So, I don't really know what the answer is there in that case. That's, I feel like we may have already locked ourselves into that a while ago, based on what we tried to do to talk to Cleaver earlier. We could say, make a point to backtrack in a bit, deliberately not talking to Radovid yet, and then seeing if going with this main quest or just doing other side quests for a little while, if for some reason later on Cleaver opens up. But I do kind of feel like, based on that result at least, it feels like the game is basically saying you can do one of two things. You can side with Jigstra, or you can side with Cleaver, but ultimately their approaches are too dissimilar for you to be able to do both. Which is odd because, of course, he did still show up on the secondary quests. It wasn't like as soon as we started doing the main quest with Jigstra, it said, oh, nope, you failed Cleavers. It wasn't until we just talked to Radovid that that happened, so that just really confuses me. The timing of that is weird, and I don't know what to make of it. So I don't know how significant that is, of course. Like I was saying, I feel like having the support of more members of the Big Four, more members of the criminal underworld in Novigrad could be extremely helpful for us. So I'd rather not just toss that aside and say, forget about Cleaver. Because we seem to have, like I was saying, a good relationship with Jigstra. We already kind of had a reasonable relationship with the King of Beggars. But I really don't know how far back would we need to go and what would we do differently to make it such that we would not fail that quest. Because there's no obvious answer, at least to me, other than going way back to when we first met all those people and perhaps saying to him, yeah, let's go do it right now. Let's go track him down. In which case, I feel like then Jigstra would not have been happy with us, and we might have failed something on his end. And he obviously has other useful information for us. So I really don't know what the correct answer is there, so to speak. So I feel like we should rewind at least a little bit and not go talk to Radovid. Maybe we just bide our time and do some other stuff in the meantime, just to see if there's some other answer as to what we can do with Cleaver. Because I feel like that's important. This is not just some little quest like, say, what were some of the other ones we failed? I remember the one back in Velen where we were supposed to protect the people, and we did not do so. The villagers died. Bitter Harvest. I remember we failed that one, and it was a way to potentially get passed across the Pontar, I think. Ultimately, we had to find a different way to make that happen, but it wasn't a huge long-term consequence. This one, I feel like, could have long-term consequences. So I think this is important. Maybe, I don't remember, Fake Paper is what this one was. Oh, this might have been similar interrelated stories, sort of. I think that was also having something to do with crossing the Pontar. So ultimately, obviously, we did succeed in doing that, through other means. This one, I don't think there's an alternative, so I think we rewind. We did get the experience, but let's just see what those other quests say. Get Junior. Find out if Ciri's in Velen. We have now checked this off, actually. Not even the harsh conditions of the war-ravaged Velen deterred them. Indeed, it is there they had been most successful, determining that Ciri had been, and possibly still was, in the region. Reports of a similar nature had also come in from Novigrad, but remained unconfirmed. Huh. Emir's spooks had gathered nothing concrete from Skellige, but an explosion of magical energy had taken place on one of the isles, and it seemed likely that Ciri had been somehow involved. So we have this for Velen. They have not yet confirmed as to whether Ciri is in Novigrad. Oh no, that's not the same one though. Get Junior is saying still get into Junior's hideout. Still need to question Siggy about Dandelion, but that seems pretty separate. Yeah. I think we rewind the clock. In the name of trying to get something that I think is pretty important, right? Want to make sure that we don't mess that up. And so, let me just see how far this one takes us. Let's see. This was pretty recent. Let's go here. Or, how far back is this? Let's try this. This is the most recent save. This might be right before Radovid, or it might be right after. Because this was, I think, an autosave. So it might have autosaved right after we talked to Radovid. I suspect that's likely the case. And we'd have to backtrack a little bit more if we were to go one further back. Let's see. This is, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this is going to say we failed one quest. This is right after our talk with Radovid, right? Okay. Let's double check. Does it say you have failed Gangs of Novigrad? Yes, it does. Okay. So, in that case, we load one earlier. This time around. There's not sure what, if anything, we're missing here. Just looking at the timing of those and seeing that that's about, what, 12 or so minutes further back. Maybe that's how long the conversation with Radovid was? I don't know. Let's see where this leaves us. With Roach. And... see, it still says, think over Cleaver's offer. We haven't failed it. And let's check. Like, do we have our marker on the map for visiting Roach? Probably. We do? Okay. So I think in that case, let's deliberately forego this for now. I don't know what we ought to do in the meantime. Per se, we know that at some point, yes, we will want to go back to the Temerian hideout. But, how do we make sure that Cleaver does not get mad at us? What do we do in the meantime to bide some time, basically? Seems like the answer. Or seems like the question we're trying to ask. And we could go back to Witcher contracts, yes. We're now level 17. 22 would be the next lowest one for us. Unless we go back and turn in the Patrol Gone Missing, which is way down south in Velen. Otherwise... For these ones? Not sure. What else does it say? Cleaver in particular wanted Junior gone and offered Geralt help in finding and getting the guy. Suited Geralt's interests. They say hands aplenty make for light work, and Geralt had every reason to believe this applied to gang warfare as much as it did cleaning a barn, so he graciously accepted the gangster's offer. Except Geralt won't let me accept the offer. I want to. He won't let me. Very strange. We could just do almost any other side quest here. Just that level-wise, things are still a bit of a stretch. So this is out here in this direction. Unless we do a Witcher contract, or feel like we could do Fist of Fury, Novigrad. Might be able to do that. This is going to be the fist fights. Level 23 could be tough, but possible. This will presumably be back in Novigrad. Let's give this a shot. Not sure if we're going to be able to pull it off, and I'm not sure what specifically we need to do. Get Cleaver to be a little more upfront with us, and fast travel location is over here, I believe. Oh, the other thing is we could do the main quest talking about trying to actually find Dandelion more directly. I feel like that's the longer term solution, because I don't think this is gonna do much here. This is a pretty quick one. I'm basically waiting for Cleaver to make a cameo appearance to be like, oh hey, by the way, that thing we were talking about before, Geralt, let's do something right now. Okay. So down here, this is it. Excuse me, if you could please let us through. Let's save beforehand just in case, because this is also supposedly going to be pretty tough. Level 23, we're level 17. Could be good experience for that reason. But who do we speak to partake of these fights? You.
Name's Geralt.
Patty Gruber, I'm a bookie. I trust you're here to fight.
Indeed. So we've done the previous 2 fights already. One of them was in one of the bars, and that one was fairly straightforward. We had another one against one of the city guards around here before. I think that guy was pretty darn tough. We've leveled up at least once since then, but in the past when we did those fist fights, we saw that some people were more difficult than others in the group of people that we fought. So it might be that the city guard was actually the most difficult one, and this guy might be slightly easier. I don't know.
What can you tell me about these fights?
Or maybe this is the
Bouts are
toughest
held
one.
in Novigrad, the Skellige Isles, and in Velen. Each region has its champion, but to face the said champion, you must first defeat
Oh, there's still the
3
champion
other
after this
contenders
guy as well,
in
though.
that region. Defeat the champions of Velen, Skellige, and Novigrad, and you will win the prestigious title of Champion of Champions.
The meta champion. Sounds good. Alright, let's give it a
ready.
shot.
Hear
Will this
that?
guy be level
A
23?
fight at last.
Or perhaps
Our
a little bit
champion,
lower. I'm
Archibald
hoping a little bit
O'Neill,
lower.
To face Geralt. Fight!
Did you just say our last champion? Uh-oh. You're level 18, that's nothing. That's nothing. We're 17, we can take you. Just, you know, occasionally block. Try to get in some quick hits here and there. Block that. My eye IRL has suddenly become extremely, it's burning a ton right now. So I'm currently looking out of one eye doing this, but I think we're doing okay here. Come on, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go.
have a new
Alright,
champion.
eye feels better now as
The
well.
man who dethroned Archibald O'Neill. Bravo to Geralt. A beautiful bout.
Want to be crowned the best in Novigrad. Who do I gotta fight?
Who's next?
Durden the tailor
A tailor?
fights every night in the outskirts where the non-humans have settled.
Okay. Did you get a little bit of experience? A little bit of coins. That's the guy we took down.
I'm thinking that not apparent to you.
No, I, didn't really take the... Well, I didn't really take the fist fighters or the thinking types. We kind of tend to knock all the brain cells out of each other's heads. So, now, the next person, being the actual champion in Novigrad, presumably would be level 23. It would be more difficult than that person we just faced. That wasn't bad at all. We got hit, what, a couple times, maybe? Just walk this one? We might just walk this one over. Yeah, sure. So this will be a little bit more of a stretch. I do think that the guy that we faced previously, the Captain Guard dude, was tougher than one that we just played. Hold on. This sounds important, perhaps.
Batter down the door. We're going in.
What's going on here? Excuse me?
Leave now, or I'll kill.
I swear, you're worse than door-to-door peddlers.
Leave, Witcher, or I'll find some iron jewelry for you too.
Is that
Help
so?
me! They'll burn me! Burn me alive! I've done nothing!
Nothing? Nothing? Who concocted those poisonous potions? Who helped the Lodge of Sorceresses, sending them reports via megascope? Who addled men's minds with magic, eh? I know you, Remy.
Remy, do we know that name?
And your crimes.
That was long past. It shan't happen again.
You're not denying
we'll
it.
make sure it's
Helping the Lodge of
Shackle him.
Sorceresses is
He's
not a
cooked
great
too.
thing.
Mummy!
I mean, like, on one hand, you probably shouldn't murder people for their crimes. You know, that's pretty bad. At the same time, you did help murderers. Lodge of Sorceresses, I mean, they were the people who caused a whole lot of destruction not so long ago. So, I mean, better to get involved than to just turn around and say nothing, though, right?
Can't allow this.
No one's asking your mind, mutant.
Say that again?
Think you'll listen to me, or to my sword?
To me! At him!
Oh, you're level 20. That's actually higher than I would have thought. You guys are not pushovers. Why the... Whoa! Some friends here helping us, though.
Stay out of it. Sesimir's not here.
Thank you. If you hadn't intervened, they would have killed me. And Louisa and the boy, I tremble at the thought.
Triss Marigold. Find her. Might be able to help you.
Just ignore the fact that we are
so.
both talking from inside of a wall.
Take this. I must abandon magic for good. You might still find use for it. Perhaps the next time you encounter mage hunters.
Yeah. Something tells me it won't be long.
You know?
Farewell.
Okay. So yeah. Got, oh, a runestone. Okay, a little bit of experience as well. A couple of runestones, perhaps, maybe even more. Yeah. Not bad. Anything else in here? Loot from those guys? Witch Hunter swords? Yeah, I was surprised to see that they were as strong as they were. I mean, I suppose it makes sense, but with them being people who need to, at times, fight people who perform magic. So, fortunately, we had that guy helping us out. It looked like he did quite a bit, in truth, because we took a couple big hits there. Definitely want to have full HP coming into our big fight here. Those are not plants that we can actually take, unfortunately. If we have our food active right now, does that heal us through this fight? Because that would be totally unfair if that's true. I don't remember. But we can try. Who is the bookie? Who is it? Is it you? Ah, that's the guy we're going to be fighting. The tailor. There's the bookie. Oh, I thought that was a quest item for a second. The way there is the stuff coming out of there. Oh, just the old woman throwing feathers up into the air or something.
Ah, we've been expecting you. We're already taking bets.
You've been weighed, you've been measured, and you've been found scrawny. In what world could you possibly defeat me?
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be tough.
May seem all skin and bones, but remember, he defeated the sergeant to the bloody Baron of Velen.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're bigger than you. Taller and just generally bigger. That's not very nice. Take this fight show. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just fight him. Okay, so more at stake here.
Tailor. So let's do this.
Novigraders, one and all, a momentous occurrence. Before us, in just minutes, Geralt of Rivia will face the tailor.
Your eyes. That one
Come
back
here,
there.
bitch.
That was
Uncle
concerning.
Durden wants to sew you a new face.
Really do want to beat this guy up, but he's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna immediately put on the block. And back it up, back it up, back it up. Don't get too greedy. Blocking those. Just going in for the quick jabs, and then try to dodge out of the way. His big hits. Ooh, he's hit us pretty hard. Can we heal? No, we can't. We definitely can't. That would be pretty cheap if we could. If this action's not allowed during combat, that would not be fair. Please. Oh, he's got some quick jabs as well, though. Oh, that was bad time. Bad time to put down our guard. Hold on. Oh, I don't like where we're standing right now. Don't like it one bit. Okay, come on. Give a big one. Give a big one. Then we can do some of this, and then we can sidestep, and ideally not be standing right here where we cannot back up at all. I hate this. I really hate this. Really hate where we're standing, and please throw some freaking punches, Geralt. Yeah, I think he's probably got us here. Yep. No, that's gonna do it. Don't know to what extent being pinned up against the corner like that played a factor in it. Don't know if we outright lose this quest, or if we can face him again.
New face, courtesy of the
Was close.
let it be known that Durden has won the bout.
Have we lost any of
and
these before?
retained the title of Champion of Novigrad.
I mean, we did this early, for sure. But I want to see if we failed the quest, or did we just lose gold that we bet on this one? I think that's the case. Yeah. So, I mean, we might be able to turn around and beat this guy up if we were to give it another shot, because it was close and we got pinned between this thing. It's strange. But, we are also very close to leveling up here. So I feel like if we were to come back after doing a little bit more of the main quest, and we're level 18, have a little more HP, then we might find that at that point in time it's much more doable. So I think that might be the way to go. In which case, I think we head back to our new best friend, Siggy here, and question him about Dandelion's disappearance. Initially, I was trying to be patient with this one. Perhaps finish Get Junior first so that we could get on his good side and make him feel like he owed us a favor, and then try to talk about Dandelion, because that might have been a way to ease into that conversation more and, well, make him feel like he had a reason to tell us information that he might not otherwise have wanted to tell us. But on this occasion, given how we know that Cleaver is moments away from turning us down, I think in the interest of finding other things to do in the meantime, let us perhaps pursue that. As soon as we find a fast travel location, and there should be one over here. Here are some of Cleaver's men as well. Is this one of those fast travel locations? It is not. But this bridge will be. This guy's staring at it. What is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's head back up here and say hello. We have, of course, paid him numerous visits thus far. We're getting to know him quite well. Is this the place where we wanted to... Yeah, that is. Okay, I was just facing the wrong direction here.
It's a rank.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, the prompt, at least, was concerning, because the quest says that we are supposed to try to be discreet about it, and yet the prompt just says, where's Dandelion? So, this is another one where I feel like that's another reason why I didn't at least want to go straight into that quest, on the hope that maybe on some future occasion we'd have some other way to start that conversation, but maybe that's one of those ones where just the preview to that conversation option is a little bit misleading. But I think this is, of course, another important conversation. So let us save here as well, in case something really bad happens.
Got a minute?
I do.
In case we royally mess this one up, in which case, oh, we might rewind the clock for this as well. I don't know. Let's see.
Listen, Dandelion's
if it's
missing.
catastrophically
What
bad,
have happened to him?
Same
then we
thing
might
that
do.
happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingale's tongues.
Something tells me that's sarcasm.
Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to you?
Yup.
I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Okay. Yeah, so, remember, we want to be nice, and both of these things are not very nice, but this is like basically flipping the script and saying, well, sure, maybe Junior doesn't like him, but do you have reason to have done anything to him? Or is this just like, why so cranky? This is maybe even more accusatory in that case. Let's go this route.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings.
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron.
Okay.
I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact.
Okay, now
And
we're
if
talking.
you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
There we go. Don't pay me on top of that, right? Not sure we want to push our luck like that, but we could try.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you that? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, at the same time, this guy was, slash, kind of still is, a spy, so I don't think we can pull any fast ones on him. He definitely knows. So, don't think this is gonna win any brownie points with him. You might just want to go this route.
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Oh.
Haha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or
Okay.
anyone else.
Fair
It would
enough.
be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
What do you need? Yeah.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell.
Uh-oh.
Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tribe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Yeah, fair enough. Understood.
Figured as much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Oh. Like right now? Or like in the future? Oh, is this the pool that we tried to examine before, maybe? I don't know. Say, don't draw your sword. It's gonna be some kind of monster that shows up that we're gonna think is evil, but he's gonna say, no, 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 this is my friend. Don't worry about it. Nifty. First and foremost.
Be so kind as to follow me.
What? Excuse me? Oh! Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming, but I suppose makes sense that you'd have a secret lair in your secret lair. That is, no, not what I meant to do. Apparently you can slide down this thing. Here, you're gonna be the one with the broken ankle after this. Okay. What are we up to here? Extra. We can loot this stuff. Water under the bathhouse. Who would have guessed? Not me. No more. And the music is
Oh, Bart! Not again!
trying to give us the heebie-jeebies. But I don't think this will be too bad, right? Surely not. Although, that's maybe not a great sign. So you're keeping something down here. As for what? Looks like it maybe eats pigs and other big stuff. Oh, that's a troll?
Bart, stop that! Now!
Nope.
Man, Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
But, but less thinky. But less thinky. But sadness.
Yeah, where'd you get the troll?
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your
Oh.
jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But
Alright.
I bumpy horses. What's there? Siggy but take. Good Siggy.
Seems the troll agrees.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later.
Huh? Oh.
You see
Yay.
that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun, go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff, and you will help me get it back.
Oh. So, yeah, that whole part we were talking about before where you're paying us on top of this. Yeah, if we're talking like gold that we're getting back for you, then can we talk about the cut, maybe? I mean, one hand, we could ask him this, but I'd like to participate in this, so not sure we want to even introduce the thought of him doing it himself.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right.
That one was our joke.
But first, some questions.
I'll have you know, Jigstraw.
I'm all ears.
So, yeah, what's the deal? What was the value? How much gold we talking?
How much was it all
Also,
worth?
we're taking 50-50
Got an
cut.
approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee.
Maybe.
Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh, God.
Okay. So, the troll presumably saw this happen. You may not have been down here at the time, though. Any other witnesses?
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happened in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No.
So who were the owners? And who were the
Happen
thieves?
swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
No harbinger to the theft.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth.
How'd you know?
Any other brilliant
Geralt?
deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh, no. Boom.
Some kind of explosive?
Bad look, won't go. Bad look, no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Sounds like someone drugged Bart with mushrooms, then while he was asleep, used an explosive to break open. That's what I
Bad
gather.
mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
As anticipated?
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Okay. But as for the boom part, how does that fit in?
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, what progress, if any, have you made thus far?
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course.
Singular
I had
thief
this
or
lummox
multiple?
fonts, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up.
Him?
Up came
Extra.
most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water.
Ow.
I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, not a good sign. And what was this something that came out of the water?
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Okay, I mean, it would have been nice, but at the same time, fair enough. It does sound like we're gonna have to do some investigative work ourselves, of course.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest.
Okay.
But it'll save your life. Here.
Don't know how long it will last.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate.
Oh, great.
Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Okay, we can examine this.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Dandelion, what have you done? Okay. So, let's read up on the quest. See what we have here. Investigate the side of the break-in using your witcher senses. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. We're gonna hold off on that for the time being. Yeah, so what's the deal here?
Out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall 2.
Something inside.
Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Ah, so you can bring it in through the drain pipes, perhaps? And at some point in time, we're going to need to actually use that potion, right? Otherwise, we're going to suffocate. Let's at least make it now. So the mutagens, not going to be one of those. Hot and alcohol, non-explosive. Concoction, we know we've had one of these for a while. Not going to be that. Not going to be an oil. Might just be its own category quest. Oh, we could make this. What did we need that we didn't have before? Oh, we needed a water essence, and apparently we picked that up. Might have had that a while ago, and we just opted not to make it because we were wondering if we were going to need that extra water essence for something else. Doesn't look like that's currently the case. Unless we need it for... Oh, that's a short lure. Huh? And we can make that, but that's not what we need here. We can make this, yes. But... what gives? Thought we were talking about making that other quest potion. There's this.
Pipes, great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now, why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
Okay, so maybe further down. This way here, we'd see more. That's locked. Yeah, I just don't want us to suffocate in that smoke there, which I expect would happen if we were to not use the potion that we apparently do not have the ability to create unless, say, it's in our inventory. I mean, when in the past have we ever needed to... Oh, is it this? No, that's the enhanced cat that we just made. Usually there's a separate quest area. The quest items, yes. Could be here. But it isn't. Unless it's this, because I don't recognize this. Bundle of burdock. Item needed for a quest. Like, is that one of the ingredients for the potion? Because I would have thought that it would have shown up in the alchemy section, right? In the quest spot. It always sees the short lure. I thought he gave us the ingredients, or the recipe. to make it. So like we
Shouldn't
could
go any further without taking that antidote.
right, but where the heck is it? Wait, I'll take this. What is? I would like to take it. Do we already have it in our inventory for some strange reason? Over here? And, oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. Apparently that is the answer. Wait, what? We have 3 of them already, and for some reason we have the recipe to create it, but we're not allowed to make more of it. So, alright. Might only be able to use these 3? I don't know. Let's save, just to be sure here. Just to be safe. So it is, what? On our up button, is that what it is? Oh no, that's not what I meant to do, although that's a lot of plants we saw there. Could be up, yeah. Alright. This'll do it. I think. Oh no, that's not it. That was not it. How do we change this? Quick potions. Hold. No. Wanna hold. Yes, there we go. Okay.
The Witcher's potions were vile.